Do you want to know how much time you have left once you are 70? Every year feels more valuable, and your body is already sending you clues about how long you might live. Some people in their 70s remain robust, sharp, and full of life, whilst others begin to slow down due to health issues and exhaustion. The distinction is typically found in a few crucial clues, tiny yet strong markers that can provide insight into your future. In this video, we will discuss 7 symptoms that can indicate how long you may live after the age of 70. These are not guesses or falsehoods. They are based on real-world trends identified by researchers and doctors in people who live long, healthy lives. By the end of this film, you'll understand exactly what to look for in your own body and lifestyle, as well as what you can do to improve your chances of living longer and healthier. Stay tuned until the conclusion, because you may be overlooking minor details that have a significant impact on your future. And if you know these signals, you'll have a better understanding of where you are and what changes you might need to make to add years to your life. Now let us get started. Your walking pace, one of the most powerful predictors of how long you might live after 70, is not concealed in your DNA, medical records, or even your diet. It's something more simpler, your walking speed. According to studies, persons who walk steadily and briskly in their 70s and beyond live longer than those who slow down dramatically. That's because walking pace is strongly related to overall health, muscle strength, cardiovascular function, and even cognitive performance. Consider 2 people, Joe and Frank, both 75 years old. Joe walks every morning, maintains a constant speed, and does not strain to cross the street or climb stairs. His motions are smooth, balanced, and confident. Frank, on the other hand, was once very active, but has slowed down dramatically in recent years. He struggles to keep up with others, takes many rests, and occasionally feels shaky on his feet. While Joe's pace implies that his body is still functioning well, Frank's diminishing speed may indicate that his health is failing. A sluggish, unsteady walk is more than just aging. It might indicate underlying problems such as muscle weakness, poor circulation, or even premature neurological impairment. Your legs are your foundation, and as they weaken, so does your total resilience. Good news, you can boost your walking speed. The longer you walk, the stronger you become. If you see yourself slowing down, do not disregard it. Begin making tiny attempts to increase strength, such as taking longer walks with light weights or performing easy leg exercises, because in the end, how quickly you move through life can tell you a lot about how long you'll be moving at all. Pay attention to your pace. It could just be the simplest way to monitor your longevity. Sign 2 indicates your grip strength. Believe it or not, the firmness of your handshake may indicate more about your future than you realize. According to research, grip strength is one of the most reliable measures of general vitality in older persons. A firm, steady grip indicates strong muscles, excellent circulation, and a functioning neurological system. A weaker, deteriorating grip, on the other hand, can be an early indicator of muscle loss, weakness, and an increased risk of health concerns. Take Robert, a 78-year-old guy who was always proud of his powerful handshake. He stayed active, lifted modest weights, and had no trouble opening jars or carrying groceries. Then there's Walter, 78, who noticed that simple actions like twisting a bottle cap or holding onto a large bag felt more difficult than before. He disregarded it as just age, but he was unaware that his decreased grip strength was indicating a loss of muscle mass, which might make him more prone to falls, accidents, and potentially a reduced life expectancy. Your hands are a reflection of your entire muscular health. If your grasp is weakening, so is the rest of your body, and the more strength you lose, the more difficult it is to remain independent, active, and robust. Good news, you can rebuild it. Simple exercises, such as squeezing a tennis ball with hand grippers or carrying light weights, will help you retain your grip and muscle strength. So take a moment to test your grasp. If shaking your hands feels weaker than it used to, or if ordinary chores are becoming more difficult, don't disregard it. How well you hang on to things today may just predict how well you'll hold on to life in the coming years. If you're still viewing this video and finding these ideas useful, please leave a second remark to let me know you're here. And if you haven't already subscribed, I recommend doing so and turning on the notification bell so you don't miss any videos. Now let's go on. Sign 3. Most people don't consider their ability to stand on one leg balance until they begin to lose it. However, your ability to stand on one leg for at least 10 seconds is one of the most reliable predictors of how long you will live. Researchers discovered that persons who trouble with balance are more likely to incur falls, injuries, and even cognitive deterioration. On the other side, those who can keep their balance well into their 70s and beyond tend to live longer, healthier lives. Consider two women, Carol and Nancy, both in their early 70s. Carol has always been active. She walks every day, practices yoga, and can lift one foot off the ground for several seconds without wobbling. Nancy, on the other hand, has not paid close attention to her balance. Over the years, when she tries to stand on one leg, she immediately tips over and needs to hold on to anything to keep herself steady. Nancy does not know that her loss of balance is more than just an inconvenience. It's an indication that her coordination, muscle strength, and even cognitive function may be deteriorating. Good balance requires strong legs, a quick neurological system, and a healthy brain. If you find yourself falling more frequently, feeling wobbly when turning fast, or needing to rely on walls or furniture for support, it's time to take action. The best part? Balance can be adjusted. Simple exercises include standing on one foot for a few seconds each day, walking heel to toe, and doing little Tai Chi. Can help you regain stability. Try this test now. Rise up and lift one foot off the ground. Can you hold it for 10 seconds without struggling? If not, don't panic, but don't ignore it either, because the more you work on your balance today, the stronger and more stable you'll be in the years to come. Sign for your sleeping routines. How well you sleep at night indicates how long you might live. Sleep is more than just rest. It is when your body heals itself, improves its immune system, and removes poisons from the brain. According to studies, adults over the age of 70 who get continuous high-quality sleep live longer and healthier lives, whereas those who don't get enough sleep are more likely to experience memory loss, heart disease, and reduced immunity. Consider two guys, Henry and Bill, both in their mid-70s. Henry maintains a consistent bedtime, sleeps for approximately 7 hours per night, and wakes up feeling refreshed. Bill, on the other hand, has restless nights, tossing and turning, waking up several times and sometimes difficult to fall asleep at all. Over time, Henry's body continues to work normally. His mind remains sharp and his energy levels remain consistent. But Bill begins to experience brain fog, daytime exhaustion, and even changes in his blood pressure, all of which are linked to his diminishing sleep quality. If you wake up frequently during the night, have difficulty falling asleep, or feel fatigued even after hours in bed, don't ignore it. Your body is telling you something. Poor sleep can be caused by a variety of factors, including stress, a poor diet, a lack of physical activity, or undetected health disorders such as sleep apnea. The good news, sleep quality can be improved with simple modifications such as limiting screen time before bed, following to a routine, getting natural sunshine in the morning, and avoiding big meals at night. Sleep is more than just feeling relaxed. It's about keeping your body and mind in peak condition. So, tonight, pay attention to how you sleep. If you wake up exhausted, struggle to fall asleep, or believe your sleep has changed in recent years, it's time to make changes, because how well you rest now may decide how strong and healthy you remain in the years ahead. If you are still viewing this video and find these insights useful, Please leave a comment below to let me know you are here. And if you haven't already subscribed, I recommend doing so and turning on the notification bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support enables us to continue producing quality content to enlighten and inspire you. Now let's go on. Sign 5, your appetite and eating habits, or how you eat after 70, is one of the strongest predictors of how long you will live. A healthy appetite and a well-balanced diet help to keep your body robust, your immune system resilient, and your energy levels up. On the other side, a sudden lack of appetite or bad eating habits can indicate underlying health problems and even hasten aging. Consider two women, Margaret and Susan, both age 74. Margaret enjoys her meals, eats a variety of fresh whole foods, and has a consistent weight. She looks forward to preparing her own meals and feels energy all day. Susan, on the other hand, has observed that she is no longer as hungry as she once was. She skips meals, eats processed foods, and has accidentally lost weight in the past year. What she doesn't comprehend is that her reduced appetite is more than simply a minor alteration. It's a warning sign that her body isn't absorbing nutrients effectively, which could weaken her muscles, impair her metabolism, and possibly harm her immune system. A decrease in appetite in older persons is frequently associated with underlying health concerns, such as digestive disorders, hormone changes, or even early indicators of cognitive loss. When you don't eat enough, your body begins to break down. Muscle weakness and frailty raise the risk of falling and being unwell. If you've seen changes in your eating patterns, such as feeling full too quickly, losing interest in food, or experiencing unexpected weight loss, it's critical to take action. Eating healthily after 70 is more than just being full. It's about giving your body the resources it requires to function effectively. Emphasis on complete, nutrient-dense foods. Stay hydrated and don't dismiss a decreased appetite. It could be your body's method of signaling that something requires attention. So ask yourself, are you still enjoying your meals? Are you getting enough protein, fiber, and healthy fats to keep your body robust? Or have you noticed a drop in your appetite and energy? Your eating habits today have a direct impact on how strong and independent you will be in the future. Sign 6, your ability to handle stress, or how you handle stress after the age of 70, might tell you a lot about your life expectancy. Chronic stress does more than simply damage your mood. It also weakens your immune system, increases your risk of heart disease, and even accelerates aging. People who know how to properly manage stress, on the other hand, tend to live longer, healthier, and more active lives. Take John and Richard, both 76 years old. John experiences the same obstacles as everyone else, such as unexpected bills, health scares, and family issues. But he has learned to deal with them calmly and steadily. He practices deep breathing, maintains social engagement, and avoids dwelling on difficulties for longer than necessary. However, Richard remains stressed. He is continually concerned about things beyond of his control, feels overwhelmed by minor grievances, and frequently finds himself trapped in negative mental processes. Over time, the relentless stress weighs on his body, his blood pressure rises, he sleeps poorly, and his energy levels fall. Long-term stress causes inflammation in the body, which has been linked to nearly every major age-related disease, including Alzheimer's and heart disorders. If you're frequently uptight, impatient, or emotionally exhausted, don't dismiss it. Stress management techniques such as mindfulness, exercise, deep breathing, or even laughter can help you live a longer life. When faced with a challenge, ask yourself whether you adapt and go forward, or if you cling on to a worry and allow stress to take over. Your capacity to remain calm, find solutions, and focus on what you can control is not only beneficial to your mental health, but it also influences how long and well you live. If you are still viewing this video and find these insights useful, please leave a comment below to let me know you are here. And if you haven't already subscribed, I recommend doing so and turning on the notification bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support enables us to continue producing quality content to enlighten and inspire you. Now let's go on. Sign 7: your social connections. The strength of your relationships can be one of the most clear indicators of how long you might live. After 70 studies have consistently shown that people with strong social ties, whether through friendships, family, or community involvement, tend to live longer, healthier lives. Loneliness, on the other hand, has been related to an increased risk of heart disease, depression, cognitive decline, and even premature death. Consider 2 women, Eleanor and Barbara, both 78 years old. Eleanor maintains a lively social life. She keeps in touch with old acquaintances, attends a local reading club, and enjoys spending time with her family. She enjoys her chats, laughs frequently, and feels connected to those around her. However, Barbara spends the majority of her time alone. She has lost touch with many of her acquaintances over the years, and despite having family, she rarely contacts them. As the months pass, she becomes increasingly isolated, her mood worsens, and her overall health deteriorates. Human connection means more than simply emotional comfort. It directly affects physical health. When you communicate with others, your brain remains active, your stress levels decrease, and your body produces chemicals that support overall health. If you've noticed yourself withdrawing from social events, avoiding phone calls, or spending more time alone than usual, it's time to change that. Staying connected does not require you to be surrounded by people all the time. Even small efforts, such as reaching out to an old friend, joining a group with shared interests, or making it a habit to have meaningful conversations, can make a big difference, because the relationships you cultivate today not only bring happiness, but also help ensure that you stay healthier and live longer in the years to come. Final thoughts on Niemann by Hannah Arendt. Now that you've learned about the 7 indications, take a moment to consider your own situation. Are you going through life with strength and confidence? Or have you observed any subtle changes that could be warning signs? The good news is that the majority of these variables affect your walking speed, grip strength, balance, and sleep quality. You can make improvements to your eating habits, stress level, and social ties. Your future is not predetermined, and the decisions you make today can have a significant impact on how many years you have ahead of you. If you've identified areas for improvement, don't wait until a doctor tells you it's time to make a change. Start now. Increase your walking time. Develop your muscles. Prioritize healthy sleep. Stay socially connected, and learn stress management techniques. The goal is not just to live longer, but also to live better, because at the end of the day, longevity is defined by the quality of life you have in those years. Thank you for joining us today. We'd love to hear from you. Leave a comment below with one item you learned today and how you intend to apply it in your life. Your thoughts are important to us, so please share them. Reading your comments provides us with great motivation and encouragement. If you appreciated and found this video useful, please like, subscribe, and share. Your support allows us to continue generating quality content to inform and inspire you, and we hope to see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.